to take a little bit from each of them and implement it, and it worked.
It turned into a championship in 2015 for Golden State. That does it for us. Kevin Harlan with the call, and we will see you later.
Crowd here in Golden State's Oracle Arena. We'll see the Memphis Grizzlies facing the Golden State Warriors, bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Torres Burton. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Memphis, Conley and Allen in the backcourt. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle, and it's Barnes in its small forward. And Gasol sends it back. Here's Conley. Tries yet again, and there's the nice layup by Gasol. Gasol's got the opening basket of the game for Memphis.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Curry. Here's Bogut. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Now here's Conley. Randolph a screen. 6 to shoot. Randolph sets a screen for Conley. It's stolen by Green. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Curry leading the charge.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And so here's Memphis. Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Curry, here we go. Count it, his second make in 4 attempts.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Curry. Down low. Here's Thompson, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there. Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Conley against Curry. Nailed from three-point land. Curry's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Conley against Curry. 3-pointer. Conley's shot is off.
Well, they're fortunate. Defense was taking a big chance, leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul.
Lance Stevenson, Vince Carter, Jordan Farmer.
There's 10 seconds left to play here in the first. Carter with a 3. Good D by Thompson. Outside Curry. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Warriors lead by 7. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And the Grizzlies, a team that's dealt with their share of tough playoff losses. But, you know, you talked to point guard Mike Conley, and as he told us before the game, he still feels a championship is within reach. One big reason why not them is what happened to Conley. Greg losing him in the playoffs last year was the biggest adversity they went through. Can you make a case that it just made them tougher, or did it really take something out of them?
You know, Kevin, it's really hard to say. A tough break, obviously, losing Mike, and I mean that literally as well. But their problems did set them back, and maybe they can be just as good as anybody else, but until they are, they're going to have some issue.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Warriors?
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Barnes in at the 3. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Matt Barnes is checked in for Randall. Jordan Adams comes in for Lance Stevenson. And it's Mike Conley in for Jordan Farmar. Now here's Conley. No good from outside.
You know, Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Adams, right side. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Whoa, whoa. That'll wake you up.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
And the success we've been mentioning with Coach Dave Yeager. He was the second fastest active coach to get to 100 wins.
And Kevin made his way in terms of coaching, started in the D-League and other minor leagues before becoming an assistant with the Grizzlies, and really was the architect, if you will, of the defense that his team is so well known for. He's done a lot for this franchise and looks to be on track to become their winningest coach ever.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Marcus All's checked in for Wright. P.J. Hairston comes in for Vince Carter. And Allen subbed in for Adams. Now here is Conley. And comes with the double team. Right wing. Nobody near Barnes. And that one hits back iron. Warriors leading by 7. Here's Curry. Another miss by Curry. Grizzlies have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Back to Gasol. Out to the right wing. Good looking screen by Gasol. And another miss by Memphis.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everything.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
They need a minute to talk things through here.
Here's Curry. He has 7. Shoots the 3. Allen with the rebound. 4 seconds left. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Marc Gasol.
Farmar with a terrific pass there.
Good if it goes. No good. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. The Warriors on top, leading by 5. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Guys, I'm here with Stephen Curry, and Steph, Coach made a point of stating how important the physical presence would be in this game. How important is that going to be for the team in the second half?
That's a big deal. I mean, just being physical and, make the right plays, and then hopefully put ourselves in good position to win.
You've got to match that opponent's intensity, Steph. Thanks for the time. Guys?
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be right back.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Golden State did not hesitate to set the pace. Their lead at one point was up to 7, and they had some. And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle, Conley and Allen in the backcourt, and it's Barnes in at the small forward. That's good. 9 points for Steph Curry. Well, you think about Stephen Curry, and your first thought is he's a remarkable three-point shooter. That's right. But he's not just a long-range threat.
Yeah, I see him as a shot maker, one of the league's top mid-range shooters off the pull-up, too, and he's a creative finisher. Floaters and backspin shots, English, high off the glass. Again, the best shot maker, I think, in the history of the game.
Here's Curry. He's got 9. For the 3. The shot is off. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Here is Conley. To the left wing. Here's Randolph. Warriors with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. To the paint. The drive by Bogut. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of it in terms of how they try to wear you down.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Brandon Wright's checked in for Gasol. Lance Stevenson comes in for Barnes. And it's Carter in for Allen. Now here's Conley. Stevenson outside. And again, Memphis no good.
And the Grizzlies played so well against all the other playoff teams. Part of it is that they just have a style that matches up well with anyone.
Now that's a killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that move.
Conley against Curry. Outside Conley. And he gets it to go. Conley's got his second basket of the night.
You know, that's the thing with the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, there isn't a team that gives them too much trouble anywhere in the league. They're good at home and on the road. They're used to playing in tight, low-scoring style.
Now Stevenson. After the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Curry with the steal. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Here's Barnes. And there's the call on Brandon Wright. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Farmar's checked in. Curry, wide open, hits it from three-point range. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Kicked by Randolph. Passes it to Carter. Kicks to Randolph. Memphis moving it around. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Zach Randolph.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And Green gets it to go.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Now Farmar. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Warriors lead by 9. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the 4th. And so here's Memphis. They trail by 9 points. Barnes and Green are the forward set. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. And it's Bogut and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Warriors 5. Thompson dishes to Barnes, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Farmar kicks to Gasol. Pass to Farmar. There's the 3. And another miss by Memphis. The Warriors shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Barnes passes to Curry. Cannot hit. Good D by Stevenson.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively, and they've been turning those turnovers into points.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Barnes, who's checked in for Lance Stevenson, and it's Mike Conley in for Jordan Farmar.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Deflects the pass. Good. 6 points for Marc Gasol.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
He dialed that one up from long distance. 15 points for Steph Curry.
You know, with all the shots they've knocked down here in the second half, their field goal percentage has crossed the 50% mark.
Yeah, and any team will take that excellent in terms of their efficiency.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke.
Break. I listened to Dave Yeager address his team. The 3 perimeter. We can't afford to give them these wide open looks. Kevin?
No good from Gasol.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Allen left side. Here's Randolph. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Randolph's got 4 points this quarter. Warriors leading by 8. Feeds to Bogut. Thompson outside. Fires from deep. Barnes grabs the miss. For Memphis, they've gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. 2 of 6. Curry against Conley. To the middle. From 11 feet away. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Curry with it. And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie barred the door.
There's the feed to Green. And now we've got the intentional foul. .36 seconds left in the 4th. Dishes it to Barnes. On the wing, Green. Wide open shot is on the money. And the Warriors lead by 8.
And really, I like the fact that even with the big lead, they never coasted.
To me, that's a sign of a really good team, Greg, because you should always be playing against the game and yourself. I know there's an opponent out there, but when you have a lead, it's all about continuing to execute. Do what you do and stay true to that. And I like that aggressiveness and full speed ahead kind of attack that they have.
Gets the first, and that narrows the gap to 7. And Allen drops them both. And it's the Warriors with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
2 shots.
And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Two other guys, as soon as the shot goes
There's
up,
25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Conley gets to Gasol. And again, Memphis no good. And it's Golden State's ball. On the wing, Thompson. Stolen by Allen. Conley against Curry. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
7 seconds left in the game. Here's Curry with the 3. That's good.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Congratulations on this win tonight, Stephen, and tell us a little bit about the driving philosophy behind how this team strives to be the most cohesive unit possible.
To me, it's a commitment. We know that that's going to put us in good position to win every single night. As if we bring the effort, multiple efforts at each possession where you might get beat, but you got to get back in the play. God's going to help you, you help him. We care about each other, so we want to make sure that nobody's left out to dry. And I think that's a big factor. And, we're just relentless on defensive end.
Congratulations, Steph. Great job. Guys, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. So long, everyone.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Stephen Curry. He put up a new season high tonight. And if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here.
I will say this about Steph Curry. There is no player in the league more capable of single-handedly taking over a ball game than he is. What I mean is, Steph Curry's hot. It's hotter than anyone else is hot. He can beat you with his feet, his mind, his shot. The only thing you can be sure of is that he will beat you.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous. And he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.